Now then, people, welcome back to the channel. The algorithm's just said now that if you swear within the first 15 seconds, you get completely demonetised, so I'll try not to fuck that one. I mean, bollocks shit, fuck's sake. But that's that one done. Just a quick rant about that policy. What about people like content creators like Sweet Anita who suffer from Tourette's? Are you going to demonetise everything she does? Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you won't stand a very good legal battle with that one. So yeah, YouTube's stupid, obviously, as usual. Anyway, this one's going to be about why I stopped taking my medication. I was on venlafaxine, mirtazapine, quetiapine, propranolol, thiamine, uh, uh, what's that fucking alien spin-off called? Prometheus, promethazine, something else. Anyway, I was on a lot of medication, and I didn't need 80% of it. I only really needed the promethazine because that was a natural sleeper. It's like a really strong antihistamine, and it just makes you really drowsy, so you can sleep. And maybe the venlafaxine because that was really good for my anxiety, as I suffer from generalized anxiety disorder. To anyone that doesn't know what that is, it just means that my anxiety lasts all day from when I go to sleep to when I wake up. It's not like a panic attack, it's just a constant thing. It just keeps going, it never stops, so I'm always on edge. But yeah, the venlafaxine was really good for that, but the rest of the medication was just fucking me up royally. I remember my days would consist of waking up so groggy and out of my face on this medication that I'm just groggy all the way through the day. My mum would ring me at like 2 in the afternoon, and I wouldn't answer the phone because I was just so tired and I just couldn't handle the world around me because that was it. I just existed as this lump on the sofa trying to chase endorphins in order to make myself happy. And this was antidepressive and antipsychotic medication. It made me more psychotic than I actually was, because once I got sick of feeling like shit, that's where the anger came in. And I'd start taking it on random people that I love. I'd neglect people. I wouldn't go and see them. I'd just lock myself away, and it was fucking awful. One thing that slowly made me get off my medication was when I first felt the withdrawals. I rang my doctors to get my medication sorted, and the receptionist shouted at me saying, "You're not supposed to ring up for your medication. You're supposed to do this thing online." I had a shitty HTC phone at the time. It was dog shit, trust me. One of the worst phones you could ever imagine. I dealt with it, so you can as well. And it didn't support this app. So I didn't even have the option of doing that. I had to physically leave the house and walk to the doctors, and that wasn't an option. I was going to die, or someone was going to die. Taking the life of schizophrenia. So I deliberately didn't go to the doctors for days and days on end, and slowly the withdrawals would come in, and it felt like I was underwater. I couldn't see. The anxiety was through the roof. The insomnia was worse than it's ever fucking been. So it's like, what is this medication actually doing for me? It's making me dependent on it, and if I haven't got it, I'm even worse than I was before I started taking it. So it made very little sense to me. Because of this arsehole receptionist at my doctor's, I slowly but surely got off the medication because I had to. The withdrawals, like just not having to go, because if I couldn't leave the house to go and pick it up, because then I wasn't going to be fucking taking it, was I? So slowly but surely I got off it. And to help me through it, I did start a low carb diet. Watched a lot of YouTube videos about it. And I have to admit, at this very same time that I hit ketosis and actually had ketones running through my body, was the exact same time that I lost my withdrawals from my medication. And it was the most euphoric feeling in the world. I understand that euphoria is a very big trait of schizophrenic people. We live in fantasy, basically. Most of the shit we think isn't actually happening. It's not true. It just is what it is. But no, it felt amazing. It felt like I was staring in the face of God. Imagine going to sleep with Megan Fox and then waking up the next day, Belle Delphine's just come round and she's horny as well, and they're both just really into that shit. It was like that, but times 10. I didn't fear death. I just felt like the universe had forgiven me. It was brilliant. It was the best fucking feeling ever. And I've been chasing that feeling ever since. But I keep fucking up so bad. And it's my own fault. But it is a struggle. It's easy to fuck about. It's easy to just grab a fucking can. And it's easy to smoke loads of veg. What's not easy is to have willpower. Fight all your lesser emotions. Stop chasing endorphins. That's the hardest thing in the world to do, but once you start doing it, that's when real things start happening. It's like the universe recognizes you, and you realize that you were put on this planet for a reason. You never knew what it was for, but you slowly start to get that, yeah, you can help people, you can do stuff, you're not a loser, you're not supposed to be on the fucking sofa all day playing video games, drinking beer and smoking fucking weed like a dickhead. That's the last thing you're supposed to be doing. And yeah, getting off my medication helped me so well in that regard. And I don't even miss it anymore now. Now I chase doing good things for myself, because the only thing that fucks up my mental health is drinking, smoking weed, chasing endorphins, wanking. Fucking I stopped wanking because it was depressing me to fuck. I didn't realise that was the reason why I had a premature ejaculation problem for so long. The venlafaxine actually stopped it. But when I came off it, the premature ejaculation problem came back. And I did a lot of research into that. Turns out that it's because I've been wanking, watching the Hob, you know what I mean? Like a lot of guys do, and a lot of girls do as well. Don't fucking judge me. Get fucked, yeah? We all do it. But for men specifically, it's really bad. Men shouldn't even be having sex more than 3 times a week. Because every time you ejaculate, it affects your testosterone levels, and that can affect your mentality in such bad ways. It's awful what it will do to a man. And there's a lot of fucking woke bollocks going on at the time, really pissing me off at the minute. All this woke bollocks, because men are getting weaker. We are suffering. We are being told that because we're 5'11.6" that we're not relevant on social media because we're not 6 foot. That's that fucking big. That's that much. If that was on my dick, yeah, I'd understand. But off my fucking head, what is the fuck? I just spike my hair up if you want me to be 6 foot. That's fucking pretty standard. But yeah, that's my rant for tonight anyway. I hope it entertains someone, at least. I hope it entertains the algorithm. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Ladies, people, fuck off.